Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is on the Weather Patio today.
We're taking your calls at 270-9933. Hi, Lisa. How you doing?
I'm good. Well, we might not have deserts blooming, but I saw turkeys out in the parking lot.
They're all over the place, that's for sure. All right, let's go to the phones. We'll start with Judy in Portage. Hi, Judy. What's your question? Judy, you there? Hello, Judy.
Hello.
Go ahead. What's your question?
When and how is the best way to harvest horseradish?
Oh, okay. So now you need to make sure that you have the edible horseradish. There are ornamental ones that do not have as much flavor. It's a root thing. I would say that you would want to dig it out before it starts to flower. Have you let it go to flower?
I am not sure, but I know it is the edible because I've done it before, but it's been too long.
Perfect. Okay. So it has a flower. I would say that you could go ahead and dig it out now. It'd be fine. You don't want it to go so far that the roots really start to get woody. So I would take it out now.
Okay. You know, the large...
Okay, and you put some back in, correct?
You know, that I don't know.
Okay.
That I don't know.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Right.
I'll post something on Facebook
I think that's
tomorrow.
a first.
I'll post on Facebook tomorrow.
I think that's a first.
It happens.
All right.
Not infallible.
Let's go to Mabel in Sun Prairie. Hi there. What's your question?
What should I do with my Christmas cactus? I did set it out on my deck and bring it in, put it in the sun. Do what? Pray for it?
Christmas cactus, the flowering is spurred by the shortening day length. And you can leave Christmas cactus out until nights are in the low 40s. It won't hurt it. It'll actually help spur the flower production. When you do bring it in the house, though, you want to put it in a room that you don't use at night, like a spare bedroom, because it needs that very distinct light during the day and dark at night. And that is how you'll get flowers.
But my question is, during the day, I can leave it in the daylight, and like you said, and
Yes, you can. Yes.
and at night put it to sleep, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you just want to put it in a place where during the night it is dark.
All right. Let's go to Beverly in Cambridge. Hi, Beverly. What's your question?
My question is about my hydrangeas. I've cut them back, and we wanted to move them, so we've moved them to another spot. They were in too much sun, I believe.
Okay.
But I've cut them down, and there's some really wooded ends and then some green ends. Do I need to do anything with them?
I would just make sure that right now that you maybe apply a starter fertilizer that will get the root development going. I would certainly make sure that they get a good soak once a week. And once the ground freezes, since you just moved them, I would put down some mulch to keep them from heaving out of the ground as the ground freezes and thaws. You can do any other pruning in the spring.
Okay, now one other thing. What do I feed them? What kind of fertilizer do I feed them?
There's a really good product by Fertilome called Root Stimulator. What you want is, when you look at those three numbers on the fertilizer, the first number is nitrogen. You want that to be the lowest.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
All right, thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Thank you for calling. Let's go to Gary in Muscadet. Hi, Gary. What's your question?
Gary, you there? Gary has a spider plant that leaves are turning brown.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it could be a couple of things. It could be a watering issue for sure. Too much or too little, it's hard to tell without seeing it. Generally, too little water, they turn brown and kind of dry, and if it's too much, if it's overwatering, kind of looks like brown crepe paper. So the texture's a little bit different. It might need to be divided. You can certainly, if you've got those little, babies off the sides, you can root those and replant them, and it just might need to be up potted. I would do that soon, though. As the days shorten, plants do less growing, and so you want to get anything transplanted within the next couple of weeks.
Okay. Let's go to Terry in Monona. Hi, Terry. What's your question? Terry, you there?
Yes, I am. Can
Go
you
ahead.
hear me?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay. Is it too late to plant a red twig dogwood, or when is the best time to plant one?
It is absolutely not too late to plant anything right now. So anything deciduous that loses its leaves, perennials, trees and shrubs, you can go ahead and plant now. The trick is that you want to keep it well watered so that it establishes before the winter. With evergreens, you'd want to get them in the next couple of weeks, but you can plant deciduous stuff up until almost till the ground starts to freeze. So you have lots of time, and red twig dogwoods are really easy and fast to establish, so you shouldn't have any trouble.
Lots of water though, right?
Yes, good soak once a week. It's been dry. I know the weather people have been talking about that all the time.
Absolutely. All right, we're out of time. Thank you all for calling in. Lisa, thank you for your time.
Thanks, Lisa. Good to see you.
Good to see you guys too.